Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls. My name is Squadron Leader Adam Collins. I am Red 10, the supervisor with the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team, the Red Arrows. Well, this is my absolute privilege to be here today. I'm going to talk you through the display. I'll let you hear some of the aircraft radio transmissions, and I'll give you some background on the team and the pilots. Well, all 9 aircraft are now lined up on the runway. They're about to roll up the engines. They're about to prime the smoke, ready for the departure. Aircraft being caught up by numbers 4 and 5 to join into a 5 ship with the diamond at the back and 4 aircraft rapidly accelerating. They'll be closing into the front 5 aircraft and joining into that diamond in the turn. Well, the aircraft will then position out to behind us. They'll be checking the systems, trimming them out, making sure those smoke systems are working, which they seem to be by the look of things, before they get ready for the show arrival. Well, the Red Arrows have been flying displays since 1964, when the team was first put together. We have been entertaining crowds all over the world, but it's been 11 years since we were last in the US, so we are delighted to be here on our North American tour. We're being made to feel extremely welcome wherever we go, especially here in New York, ready for the show this afternoon. Is everybody excited about seeing the Red Arrows? Well, we're excited too. We've been here for a few weeks in North America now. We've seen some sights. We had a spectacular fly past down the Hudson River 2 days ago. We had the Thunderbirds ahead of us. We had the Red Arrows, and we had a 4 ship of 5th generation fighters behind us, the F-22s and F-35s, and all those photos will be on the Red Arrows social media, along with others throughout our tour, so please do follow along and check our progress.
Grab your binoculars and you see them?
Well, our aircraft, the Hawk T1, is the original Hawk. It's the fast jet trainer the Royal Air Force started using in the early 1980s. We now use a modern version of the Hawk T2, which is glass cockpit and a much better trainer for F-35 and for Typhoon, our frontline aircraft. But our aircraft today is the original Hawk. It's the Hawk T1. There are no head-up displays, no moving maps, just steam-driven dials, and pilots very good at mental arithmetic and applying rules of thumb to get those crosses right in front of you and the precision that you're used to seeing. Well, as our aircraft are fast jet trainers, they don't have air-to-air refueling probes. So to get our aircraft here, we set off from our base in Scampton, we flew up to Scotland, refueled there, across to Iceland, another refuel stop into Greenland before landing into Canada, into Goose Bay. We then moved down to Halifax, down to Ottawa, into Chicago, and since then we've been in Boston and Atlantic City before being back here in New York. Well, the 9 aircraft now are out, trimming out, preparing for the start of the show. The pilots are as excited as you are. They cannot wait to display in front of you today. We should have a full show for you. We need a 5,500 foot cloud base for a full show, a little bit lower for a rolling show, and we can display in a 1,000 foot cloud base for a flat display, but I think we'll be going full today. Well, that confirms it. I've just heard from Red 1, they're positioning to start the show full. It's not long to wait now. Is everybody ready? Yeah! You are in for a treat. If you have not seen the Red Arrows before, it's almost time to see that red, white and blue smoke. I can hear Red 1 just positioning the aircraft in the last turn before they run in. They are approximately 1 minute out. Everything is ready. The smoke system's tested. The aircraft trimmed out. The pilots are ready to go. Red 1 has made the decision for the full show. The cloud should hold off for us. The conditions are ideal. The temperature is great. It is almost time. Ladies and gentlemen, let's hear it for the Royal Air Force Aerobatic Team. Red 1 leads the aircraft over in big battle formation. A patriotic red, white and blue smoke flowing behind. As they pull to the vertical, Red 1 calls them into short diamond. Red 1 is squadron leader Martin Pert. Martin is a former Harrier and Typhoon pilot. He's flown as an instructor on the Hawk and is in his second year on the team. Aircraft complete the loop, changing from big battle to short diamond before banking around to the right. Red 1 speaking with a very metronomic cadence on the radio. The pilots are reacting to the tone and rhythm of his voice rather than the movement of his aircraft. Well, this year we are celebrating several anniversaries, the first of which is the 50th anniversary of the Apollo moon landing. So, as a tribute to that, in from the right-hand side, Red 1 has called the aircraft into Apollo, replicating the Apollo landing craft, ready for the Apollo roll. Is one of our new pilots for 2019, that's Red 2 Flight Lieutenant Damo Green. Damo has previously flown the Hawk as an aggressor pilot. He joined the team from the front line, having flown the Typhoon. Much like the Blue Angels and the Thunderbirds, all of the pilots and ground crew on the team are on active duty and will return to the front line or to training aircraft once their time on the team has completed. Well, out to the left, the smoke is back on as the team formate into their next iconic shape. This time, the supersonic airliner that first flew 50 years ago. It is, of course, Concorde. As the aircraft come towards us, the nose lights will come on. Reds 8 and 9 will be below the formation, looking like the engines on the Concorde on approach here into Stewart. Smoke about to come on, ready for the Concorde loop. And pulling up calls Red 1, Concorde pulling to the vertical. As they approach the vertical, the call will come, the formation will change as they go over the top of the loop into Cygnet. Into Cygnet formation, he'll complete the loop before twisting it to the left in the Cygnet present. flight of Red 2 is another new pilot for 2019. That's Red 4 Flight Lieutenant Gregor Ogston. Gregor has previously flown the Harrier and the Typhoon on the front line, and he joins the team having instructed on the newer version of our Hawk. Well, as the aircraft again change formation in front of us, the wings are sweeping forward. We now have 6 aircraft all flying line abreast in one of our most technically difficult formations. Red 6 and 7 tucking in behind. To the left of Red 1 is Red 3 Squadron Leader Mike Bowden. Mike has previously flown the Harrier and the Tornado on the front line. He's been a Hawk instructor and is in his 5th year on the team. In from the left-hand side, the coloured smoke about to come on. It's time for Phoenix. The smoke of Phoenix goes off, the aircraft about to bank around to the right. We're about to represent another aircraft that was the stalwart of combat operations in Bomber Command in World War II. We have one of them still flying today in the Royal Air Force in the Battle of Britain Memorial Flight as a tribute to those who lost their lives. It is, of course, Lancaster. In from the right-hand side, the nose lights will come on towards us. The smoke about to come on, ready for the Lancaster roll. Upside down at 2,500 feet in the Lancaster roll. Now, some of you may think the Lancaster was right aerobatic, but the famous test pilot Alex Henshaw reputedly rolled the Lancaster several times in England whilst testing them during the war. On the left wingtip of Lancaster is Red 5 Squadron Leader Steve Morris. Steve has previously flown the Harrier and the Tornado. He's instructed on the Hawk and is back with us on the Red Arrows for the 2019 season. Well, is everyone enjoying the show so far? It is about to get a lot more exciting. For those of you with cameras out there, we have a manoeuvre you will love coming up. Representing the combat aircraft that retired from service in the Royal Air Force this year, having spent 3 decades on the front line. Reds 8 and 9 have moved into trail. We are about to see Tornado. As the nose lights come on towards us, the air brakes will come out, the smoke will come on, the call for 8 and 9 to roll will come. Get those cameras ready. Our pause calls Red 9 as the red and blue smoke comes on. Reds 8 and 9 rolling around the rest of the formation. Red 1 about to bank the aircraft to the left, changing smoke colour as they go. It's Tornado. To our right-hand side, it means we're approaching the end of the first half of our display. So far you've seen all 9 aircraft in close formation aerobatic shapes across the sky. Well, as we enter the second half, we're about to step up the tempo. We are about to shift up a gear as Red 1 splits the formation down into 2 sections. The front section of 5 aircraft is nicknamed Enid, after Enid Blyton, a famous British children's author who wrote about the famous 5. The rear section of 4 will split down again into the synchro pair or opposition solos, Red 6 and 7, ready for the dynamic crossing maneuvers. Well, the aircraft are back into that difficult Phoenix formation. You can see them coming back towards us at Show Center. Red 1 is about to pull up to the vertical with 7 jets, leaving red 6 and 7 down low to prepare for the first of their opposition maneuvers. Out to show center, you can see the nose lights now. It's time for the spectacular palm split. And pulling up calls Red 1, 7 aircraft pulling to the vertical, about to make a beautiful palm tree. As the 7 aircraft draw the palm tree above us, Red 6 and 7 stay low, the colored smoke changing to white. Keep your eyes on them down low, we've got Red 6 to the right, he's being joined by Red 8, we've got Red 7 to the left, being joined by Red 9. Red 6 on the right is Flight Lieutenant Toby Keeley. He's a former Tornado pilot and Hawk instructor and leader of the Synchro pair. In from the left and the right with a closing speed of over 700 miles an hour, the aircraft will pass 100 feet apart in the spectacular Jippo Pass. Continue to pull hard towards each other. They'll through smoke pass, snipping as they go in their slingshot. Now look into the left-hand side. Here comes Red 9 with the smoke on down the line. Look out to your front right. There's Enid. They're in an inverted V formation. Red 9 about to fly straight down the middle. And then goes. He's on his 3rd and final year with the team. Red 1 switches from colour to white smoke out to our left. Now looks straight ahead out to show centre. Here's the 2 lights of the Synchro pair coming towards us. As they pull to the vertical, it's time for the heart. Red 6 and 7, the Synchro pair, the white smoke on as they pull over the top of the heart. We would like to dedicate the heart today to all the lovely people here in New York who have made the team feel so welcome. Now look up to the top right. Here comes Red 8, his smoke on. He's going to spear the heart. Well, Red 6 and 7 straight from the heart, now pulling back in towards us, ready for the next of their opposition maneuvers. Red 6 and 7, the white smoke on. They're descending back down to 150 feet. Red 6 on the right, about to roll inverted. He'll cross with Red 7 as they switch in the vice versa. As the aircraft pull out behind us, the smoke goes off. Let's look back over to the left. Here comes Red 1 with the rest of the formation. They're about to put the smoke on and pull to the vertical. They'll be rolling around as they climb. It's another time for the camera. Get those lenses zoomed right out as we prepare for the vertical break.
No, left side.
up, calls red one on the left-hand side. 7 aircraft pulling to the vertical. He's about to feed in the right roll as they approach the top. They'll be easing over the top at 150 miles an hour, ready for the vertical brake. Brake, brake, go, calls red. Vertical brake. As the smoke from the vertical brake turns off, let's get ready once more for the synchro pair coming in from the left and the right.
Olha para trás, costa caindo.
Red 6 and 7 running in down the line, 100 feet. They'll be crossing 3 times in front of us, pulling 7G in a tight circle, changing smoke color as they go in the carousel. Red and blue smoke comes on, red 6 and 7 pulling 7G towards each other. As they cross at the back of the circle, the smoke color will change, leaving a red and blue half of the circle. As 6 and 7 complete the carousel, the smoke goes off as they make way for the next in maneuver. Now look out to your front right, here's Reds 1 to 5. They're stacked top to bottom in line astern. Red 1 about to bring them around to the right, swinging out like a pendulum. And the red arrows will only fly with even numbers on the right, odd numbers on the left, while Red 1 is about to push the aircraft into reverse battle. This time we've got even numbers on the left, odd numbers on the right. To get back to the correct side, we're going to cross straight through the middle. It's time for the slalom. Safely back on the correct side, the coloured smoke about to come on as Red 1 continues the circle for the battle pass. Well, each of our aircraft has 5 minutes of white smoke, 1 minute of red and 1 minute of blue. All carefully choreographed by Red 1 to make sure there's no aircraft running out of smoke during the display. The pilot's operating the smoke using 3 buttons on the control stick. Timed once again by Red 1's voice and his cameras. As Enid move off to our left-hand side, the coloured smoke changing to white, then going off. It's time to look out to our far right-hand side. Here comes the rear section, Red 6 and 7, about to roll inverted and fly formation down the line. Reds 8 and 9 will roll around them in the corkscrew. Aboard call Reds 8 and 9, the coloured smoke on as they roll around 6 and 7. Red 8 with the red smoke is flying to the crest of the Smith. He's promised the final to the edge. He's trapped it on the wall. And he's flying on the red arrows as Reds 2, 4, 6, 7, 5 and 8. Corkscrew completes off to our left-hand side. The aircraft rolling the right way up to make way for Enid, coming in from the left. Nose lights coming towards us, the inside pilots about to roll to the outside, changing smoke colour as they go in the rollbacks.
Lado direito.
Clear go, call 2 and 3, the signal for 4 and 5 to roll. sings Red 5 as the symmetrical rollbacks finish to our right-hand side. Red 1 changing to white smoke, banking the aircraft round. Well, it's time to look straight ahead from show center. Let's pick out the nose lights of the rear section. The smoke comes on. 4 aircraft coming towards us. Down from level with the cloud, the colored smoke's on. Get those cameras ready for the JIPO break. They're about to pull up once more for the last of their position passes. On the left is Red 7, Flight Lieutenant John Bond. John has previously instructed on the Tucano aircraft. He displayed it in 2012. He then went to the front line on the Typhoon Force before joining the team. As 6 and 7 close for one last time at 700 miles an hour, they will roll twice towards each other in the imaginatively titled double rolls. As 6 and 7 complete their double rolls down the line, the synchro pair will break behind us. Let's look straight ahead out to show center for the show finale. 7 aircraft are together, the smoke comes on for the spectacular Vixen break. Ladies and gentlemen, you've been watching the Red Arrow! Red 1 completes the loop from the Vixen break. His white smoke comes on to help join the other aircraft back together. They're switching sides as they join back onto him as a night ship, ready to recover back to Stuart. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I have just heard from Red 1. He has some smoke left. He has some fuel left. Would everyone like to see one more flyby? You're going to have to do better than that. Would everyone like to see one more flyby? That's more like it. Well, ladies and gentlemen, one of the aims of the Red Arrows is to inspire people. And hopefully we've done some of that today. Like we did with Matt Chapman all those years ago. He's standing down here watching the Reds. Hopefully there are young and old in the audience today who've been inspired by our display. And that's what we're hoping to do on this tour. We're flying our displays, we're flying our flybys. But almost as important, if not more important, we're engaging with people on the ground. Everything from ambassadors to politicians to school children, telling people about what we do and helping inspire them to follow their dreams, be that as pilots or in science, technology, engineering and maths. Well, Red 1 has joined the aircraft back together. He's positioning out to our left-hand side. Well, if you look out to the left-hand side, you can see the big battle formation coming in towards us. Red 1 is going to put the red, white and blue smoke on one last time before pitching into the circuit to land all 9 aircraft. The nose lights coming on towards us. Keep looking out to the left-hand side. We have one last special smoke plan for you today as the aircraft are running in. Get those cameras ready. In tribute to all of those in the US who have made us feel so welcome, ladies and gentlemen, look out to the left-hand side for the Stars and Stripes break. Well, that's all 9 aircraft breaking into the circuit from the Stars and Stripes arrival. Well, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you've enjoyed the display today. Thank you for watching. We certainly enjoyed putting on a show for you. Thank you for listening to me. And all that remains for me to do is to wish you all the very best from Great Britain, from the Royal Air Force, and from all of us in the Red Arrows.
Squadron leader Adam Collins, Red Arrow number 10, nice job. I love that break, don't you, when they're all breaking off and they're counting. That's how I order at the drive-thru. I go up and I just pull it and I go, 1, 5. It's great. You pay, they just kind of look at you funny, but it works. That's how, and that was Edgar's joke, by the way. Listen, I want to thank County Executive Stephen M. Newhouse, Orange County Executive Stephen M. Newhouse. I'd like to welcome you to the 2019 New York Air Show right here at New York's Stewart International Airport. The County Executive appreciates the support of everyone who helped bring this great event to beautiful Orange County for the 5th year in a row. Thank you, spectators, for coming out. The County Executive, whose name is Stephen M. Newhouse, hopes that you enjoy the show. Our thanks to Stephen M. Newhouse. Pratt & Whitney proud to power military aircraft for the U.S. and its allies. We salute the servicemen and women who bravely defend our freedom at home and abroad. Pratt & Whitney, go beyond. Tonight, all going to be down at Orange County Choppers. Orange County Choppers, the cafe and the retail location just right around the corner here. Look forward to meeting each and every one of you. Come by tonight, meet Matt Chapman, Mike Julian, and I would say Michael Wiskus, but we'll see if he can get these parking tickets taken care of. You never know. We'll all be down there, including the Red Arrows, and yes, the United States Navy will be there as well. A big thank you to USAA. Also to Angry Orchard. Angry Orchard, perfect time to grab your friends and head to the Hudson Valley's premier cider destination. Find out more about it at angryorchard.com. Plus, a big thank you to Budweiser, Atlantic Aviation, Gold's Gym, Middleton. Plus, Gold's Gym, Fishkin. Also, to Interstate Waste, Atlas Air, CHA Companies, Newberg Toyota, Signature Flight Support, Independent Helicopters, HRT Company. Also, a special thank you to Resort World of Catskills, Simone Development Company, Orange County Chamber of Commerce, Geico, Mohawk Valley, Orange County Choppers Cafe, USDA, the United States Postal Service, the Civil Air Patrol, Construction Contractors Association, Fabricators, Erectors, and Reinforcers Association, Hollenbeck Pest Control, MVP Healthcare, Leaf Filter, Meyer Tool Incorporated, Navy Federal Credit Union, and Piedmont Airlines. A big thank you to all of them. My name is Matt Jolly from WarbirdRadio.com. And our History War saving great to be here with you today. Coming up, still, Mike Wiskus, Kent Beach, the always impressive F-35 Lightning and Heritage flight demonstration, plus Michael Julian. And then your United States Navy Blue Angels will be here to perform for you as well. Now, I told you earlier, Michael was trying to work out these parking tickets that he got last year when he was here. We were down there at Friendly Jerry's, down there in Hell's Kitchen, having a hot dog. Mike and I came back. Anyway, his car had like 8 parking tickets on it. Turns out he parked in one of these special parking places where, I don't know, they get really angry at you. Trying to work it out here. And in a stakeout, I'm afraid, Mike might be caught. It looks like the New York State Police down there and the town of New Windsor, we'll see. They've come to some kind of agreement, I'm told, Jay. Yeah, a gentleman's agreement. If they can catch him, he has to pay the tickets, is what I'm told. So we'll see. Yeah, I'm not kidding you. If they catch him, he has to pay the tickets. So we'll see how this works out. That'll be interesting. Mike Wiskus and Lucas Oil partnering for a number of years now. He is here to fly. Quick reminder though, now would be a great time to make a family plan. If you haven't done so already, we still have lots of action left. Make a family plan. Know where you are going to meet should you become separated. By the way, lots of static displays to see around the ramp. The C-17 is opened up. I believe the C-130 is. And don't forget Panchito, the B-25, selling rides this afternoon. If you'd like to go fly on a World War II bomber, the B-25 Panchito, the most iconic B-25 flying today, certainly the most seen and recognized B-25 flying today, historic in its own right. You can go fly the B-25 Panchito right here at this air show. Go by and see Larry Kelly and his team from the Georgia Aviation Museum Foundation. They're right over there by the F-16s and by Panchito. You can go by and sign up for your flight this afternoon. Are the Goulians moonlighting down there for Kent Peach? Is that what you're doing? We'll see what they're handing out down here. We have, by the way, if you want to meet the performers, you can walk up to the fence and you can meet a few of them. They'll be around all afternoon, and then tonight over there at Orange County Choppers, come by and see us. Jay Rabbit will be there signing autographs tonight, so Edgar, it'll be fun. Hi everybody! Nick's not coming tonight, is he? Is he coming tonight? Will Nick be signing autographs? Yeah, no, I didn't think so. He's got some reruns of Wheel of Fortune, I think, to watch or something like that tonight. Dr. Quinn, Medicine Woman, isn't that what he likes? He likes to watch that show, doesn't he? Yeah. Oh, yeah, there you go. Good for Nick. The Red Arrows taxiing back in here. I'm sure that Adam, will they be walking the fence line or anything to meet people, or tonight only? Tonight at Orange County Choppers. Yeah, they'll be there for sure.
Some of the pilots may be walking the fence line just after they've had a quick debrief, so there'll be an opportunity to see some, possibly an opportunity to buy signed prints from them, so they'll be walking the fence line shortly.
I was afraid this happened. Sorry to class it up. You guys brought so much class with now Mike Wiskus trying to outline parking tickets. It looks like. Can you see? I've never seen this before. Look at this. This is the game right now. 400 horsepower. Fast car. Where did Whiskas go? He's way up here. Climbing higher and higher and higher because he's afraid of heights, I think. Let's see if we can reach him. Yeah, he's coming in there. Watch him as he dives in here in just a second. Coming up over the top. Now the smoke is coming on. Watch Michael Whiskas high above as he just speeds in. 5,000 or 6,000. But this guy, I'm telling you, he just exudes joy when he flies. The effervescence that comes across every time he takes to the sky. Watch Mike Whiskas and Team Lucas Oil. He's smiling right now, I guarantee it. Watch him on this pool, folks. Now, how many dads do we have in the audience? Let's see a big show of hands for dads. How many dads? How many grandfathers do we have? You know what it means to be a husband, father, or a grandfather. Mike Whiskas, he is all of those as well, but yet he has the energy and he has the drive and determination to continue to fly this way at air shows all across the country. The guy is, I'm telling you, he's just the fountain of youth. When you watch Mike fly, and when you get to know him personally, he's one of those true exceptional humans that we have in the air show business. The personality is just Mike Whiskas, a lot like Lucas Oil. Once you start using the products from Lucas Oil, you cannot stop. I'm telling you, something just amazing. The speed shines. George, what in the world is that floating through the aerobatic box? Do you see that, George? What is that up there? It's just that red thing right there. What is that thing? We're all having fun with it. It's just floating up. Not sure. Well, Mike Whiskas is going to go look at it. Mike Whiskas right there on the radio. He's somewhere. Must be a balloon up there. We're watching this. I'm sure he is. Oh man, Lucas Oil, Mike Whiskas, perfect weather. Now the officers have the poles set up. It's a whole bunch of balloons, our air boss told us. All right, the officers are standing out there. Now they got all those parking tickets strung between two poles. And Mike Whiskas is going to try and attempt